Are they doing face painting? You want to get your
Hopefully.
face painted?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't.
No, you already agreed to it.
I don't want to.
That's the way this works.
I
If
don't
you
mess
say
up
yes,
my makeup. Where's the face painting?
Somewhere down there.
I want my face painted like a basketball.
Like make your face look like a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We have Wilson on it.
Yeah.
You have the commissioner's signature on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find him and have him sign my head.
Welcome to Oddball. My name is Amin Elhassan. I'm also the producer. That's Charlotte Wilder. She's the talent. Charlotte, how you doing today?
What are we doing
I'm
today?
producing
What
you
is
right
this?
now. We got a hell of a show, Charlotte. You're going to love it. We're going to see your name in bright lights all everywhere because we're going to do a game that we all love to play. It's called that game where we read things off of Reddit to each other and then watch the other person react. Oh, I love that game. Mwah, just like my mama used to make. But first, we got to talk about some other things, Charlotte. Namely, James Harden. And not what you think we're going to talk about. Something new, something different, Charlotte. Charlotte, are you with me, Charlotte? Listen to me. James Harden.
Are you gonna?
He's got
are
a
you
wine
gonna do
coming
this?
out. He's got a wine coming out, Charlotte. Charlotte, listen to me. Listen to me. He's got a wine
No,
coming
I'm
out,
listening.
right? He's got a wine coming out. He goes over there to China. He says things. We're not going to get into that. You can watch the other episodes out the week if you want to see what happened, what he said. But he says things that the people in China really like. So the wine, Charlotte, it goes on sale. Within seconds, he sold 10,000 bottles. 10,000 bottles, Charlotte. If you're James Harden, was this a happy coincidence? Or was this calculated?
Well, bruv, I think that sometimes people go overseas and they're trying to sell some of their own product, and we're just doing accents, right?
I don't know what you're talking about, Charlotte, but I do know that my guy Hollywood in the graphics department, they're gonna have captions. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you chewing food or talking? I can't tell, Charlotte. Charlotte, you gotta speak more clearly. You gotta speak more clearly so the people can listen.
I don't know what we're doing here.
You're answering the question, Charlotte. I'm trying to produce you here.
What was the question?
The question was, Charlotte, James Harden, he got this wine, see? He goes over to China, he said some things. I'm not gonna repeat what he said. You can go to the other episodes, find out what he said. But he got this wine, Charlotte. Charlotte, he puts the wine on sale within seconds. 10,000 bottles are sold. 10,000 bottles, Charlotte. Charlotte, happy coincidence, or was this all part of his grander plan?
My name, when you say my name like that,
Charlotte,
it makes me very uncomfortable for some reason.
It's your name, Charlotte. It's a beautiful name. Name that deserves to be in the lights. That's why I'm producing you. You're the talent, baby. Come on. Charlotte, what do you think? Happy coincidence?
No, it was not a happy coincidence. This was very calculated. What better way to get people to buy your wine than to say that someone who's dissed China is a liar and then sell that wine in China? It's a brilliant move, actually. I sort of see what you're doing now. I think I get it. I think that it was a brilliant marketing decision. I think it was something that James Harden, I think maybe we have underestimated him. Amin, listen. This is a genius businessman.
Charlotte, I kind of feel like you're taking the piss out of me right now. What's the voice? You're talking regular, now you're talking like somewhere from, I don't know, over the seas over there where they eat spotted dick and things like that. And then shout out to Grady Dick. And then you're coming back here and now you're trying to sound like me, Charlotte. Charlotte, I don't know what it's about, but I think you better, Charlotte, I don't know what that's all about. But I think you better fix the way you walk and the way you talk.
Amin, I'm trying to do the thing in improv where you say yes and you don't shoot down somebody else's creative decision. I'm trying to roll with it, baby. I'm trying to make this a Hollywood production. Isn't that how we do it? Isn't that what they do on the greats? Don't the greats improvise? Don't they say, I see what you're putting down and I'm going to pick it up?
Charlotte, I don't see what you're putting down, though. All I see is you're just throwing left and right. Charlotte, we're trying to do a show here. I'm trying to produce you. What are you doing to me here? Aye. Okay, well, let's talk about your favorite team, Charlotte, the Boston Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, we talked about this weeks ago. Let's roll the clip from weeks ago.
Kristaps Porzingis will play more than 40 games with the Boston Celtics. I'm going to take it because I'm calling you out on your bluff. I want to see if there's money to get footage.
See, well, I didn't make you go back to watch the episode. I brought the clip to you because I'm a producer. But here, Charlotte, the thing that you were afraid of happened. Kristaps Porzingis, he's out, he's injured, he's kaput, he's done, he's through. What do you think this means for the Boston Celtics. And it's your boy Marcus Smart down there in Memphis having himself a laugh.
I'm sorry, you broke me. Sorry, 1 second. I mean, this was everybody's worst case scenario, and we haven't even made it to the FIBA World Championships or the World Cup or whatever they call it. He's not even playing for Team USA because he's not a Patriot and he's not even American, which makes me question why would the Boston Celtics sign him in the first place. But here we are. And he has an issue with, what is it? His knee, his ankle, plantar fasciitis. Where even is that? What kind of injury is that? I don't believe it.
Charlotte,
Sounds made up.
Charlotte, I don't know whether to present the next topic or ask you to bum a smoke. I mean, Charlotte, come on. What are you doing to me? You're killing me here. All right, next topic. Jamal Murray. He plays for Canada. He's a Canadian boy. Good Canadian boy, right? Alas, he's got to pull out of the World Cup as well. He's not going to give it a go. And we talked about Team Canada being a rough and tough, tumble team. A team that could contest against the USA for the gold medal, Charlotte. But Charlotte, he's not there anymore. He's the champ. He's the kid. He's the golden boy. He's the one. And now he's gone. Handicap Canada's chances now, Charlotte.
Is that a question?
Handicap Canada's handicap Canada's, not Canada's Charlotte. Handicap. He's done. So Charlotte, handicap for me. Team Canada's chances in the World Cup at a gold medal.
Well, I mean, what?
Charlotte, I don't know how many times I can say this. It's not that hard.
Hollywood was in my ear. Hollywood was in my ear. Listen, I'm going to try.
One last time, Charlotte Wilder. Team Canada.
The hardest thing I've ever done.
Jamal Murray. That kid is done.
Handicap their chances without Jamal Murray? That feels like math. I don't know how to do that. I think that they have a way worse chance without Jamal Murray. Can you put a number on that? I mean, can you handicap that for me?
We'll just put it in the graphics. Charlotte Wilder, way worse chance for Canada.
Way worse chance.
Winning the gold without Jamal Murray. I don't know how much room we got for graphics on the screen, but the boys in the back, they're going to get it done. Charlotte, that's my promise to you, Charlotte. I swear to you, on my mother's grave, on the lives of my children, they're going to get it done for you, Charlotte. You know what we're going to do here? We'll take a little break, Charlotte. We'll come back, Charlotte.
Thank God.
We'll play a little bit
Thank
of the game
God.
about NBA Reddit, Charlotte. It's Oddball. And that's Charlotte Wilder, the star, the talent. Welcome back to Oddball. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. Let me read it off the prompter here. That segment where we read things off of NBA Reddit and watch the other person react, all right? So it sounds exactly like the title of the segment. Read something off of Reddit.
It is our favorite game, and it's our favorite title, actually. Maybe we should call the whole show that thing where we talk to each other about basketball in different time periods.
And watch each other react. That's an important part here. So,
You're right.
Charlotte, I'm going to get started. This is a very hot topic this week, obviously. James Harden, his beef with Daryl Morey, called him a liar in China and said he doesn't want to play for an organization that Morey's a part of. And we know that from reporting from Ramona Shelburne of ESPN that he's prepared to make things even more uncomfortable. Like this was just phase one. And so from Reddit, we get this question. What could Harden do to make training camp as uncomfortable as possible? And they go on to say, it appears that Harden has had enough of Morey and it's getting personal. He did the fat suit stunt with an organization that he didn't have a major beef with, wondering what's the worst thing he could get away with if he's not traded by training camp. Now, Charlotte,
Yes.
This Redditor, I believe Young Emperor LBJ, has a bunch of suggestions. I don't know if you want to come up with your own or would you like to hear his or hers first and make a decision from there?
I'd like to hear those first because I have some ideas that are really strange but not as nuclear as I think Harden is going to go. So I want to see what they said.
All right. So we'll start with a pretty nuclear option here. Will he buy a bunch of billboards in Philly that say, F*** Morey? They bleep it out. Don't worry. This is all tape. Will he get the CCP's secret agents, that's the Chinese Communist Party secret agents, to kidnap Morey?
Oh, God.
Then he kind of, I feel like when he wrote that one, he's like, I need to ratchet it back a little bit. Because he comes with, will he stink bomb Morey's office? Will he install disco balls and DJ stations in the practice gym? Will he hire a group of dancers to support him during practice? Dancers and support, I believe, should be in quotes, but are not. Will he lick every single basketball at the Sixers facility? And then my favorite, because he starts hot and then he brings it back down. Then he ends it hot again with, will he make sexual advances towards Joel Embiid?
Oh my God. Okay.
Shout out to Reddit, young Emperor LBJ.
Yeah, thank you for those suggestions. I feel like a lot of these are really just inconvenient for Harden. Like, it's a lot of work to set up billboards, and it's a lot of work to install stuff. And why would he want to lick the basketballs?
No,
like,
that doesn't help either.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to do something like he's going to show up barefoot to every practice. Like, I think he's going to do things that slowly ratchet everything up over time, where like maybe he comes in just in tighty whities one day and everybody's like, what? Like really weird things that are sort of fine with him, but everybody else is like, you can't actually really play basketball like that.
You're thinking so like one-dimensionally, Charlotte. Oh, he's gonna do things that's gonna look weird. It can't be about looks. This is what you do. Okay. You go get a dozen hot wings. And I mean, when they're dripping with the buffalo sauce, you go to town on them, you don't wash your hands, you don't wipe your beard off or nothing, and then you grab the ball. And now, as he's throwing chest passes here and there, there's just bits and pieces of chicken sinew and buffalo sauce or barbecue or lemon pepper, whatever he wants, just all over the ball, and they're messy, and they switch the ball out and whatever. And then what you do in the middle of that is you scratch yourself. And you scratch yourself, ladies and gentlemen, in places where you're not supposed to scratch yourself in public. Yeah, that's right. But then start dabbing up people. Dab up coach. Dab up and say, hey, Daryl, I'm ready to go. I'm raring and ready to go. Then this is what you do.
Oh, my
right?
God.
You got to be singing the whole time. You got to be singing the whole time, and you got to be singing off key. And I wish I never met her at all. Just got to keep doing it over and over again. And then, also, you can't drink water. You can't drink Gatorade. You only drink carbonated beverages. Why? Because right in the middle of calling out players, you got to start burping and belching in the middle of all of it. You have to be as gross as possible. And you might ask, Amin, how did you learn all these things? How did you think all these things? Well, ladies and gentlemen, particularly you younger viewers, you never rode Greyhound and trying to make sure that no one sits next to you on that Greyhound or on that Peter Pan bus? You got to be the grossest version of yourself, picking your nose with that pinky and then inspecting it like, we got a golden nugget right here, boys. These are the things that make people uncomfortable. Not, I didn't wear shoes today. Oh, silly me. Like, trade him at once.
Did you actually do this? Did you actually eat wings and then leave the on your hands on a Greyhound bus?
No comment. It's time for the game that proves once again that Charlotte Wilder is not good at math. It's called word count. Read a statement, or a question, I should say. Got to answer it in less than 10 words. And we use our fingers and our hands because some people watch this on mute. All right, here we go. Charlotte, are you ready? Oh, whoa, I don't know if we can show that one. The audio audience is like, what did she
I'm ready,
show?
but I do think there's a difference
YouTube.
Between being bad at math and being bad at counting. And for the record,
math.
I'm bad at both, so...
Well, counting is math. A very rudimentary, primitive math, yes, but math nonetheless. Yeah, there you go. It turns out that English language also is something that Charlotte may struggle with as well. But we start with the question, which player should have a biopic about them and who should they be portrayed by? Which player should have a biopic about them and who should they be portrayed by? Of course, we have the Giannis movie that came out. I believe it was last summer. I don't know who portrayed him. It wasn't a very good movie. It was a Disney movie. Which player should have a biopic about them, and who should they be portrayed by, Charlotte?
Draymond Green, played by Michael B. Jordan.
What?
He would be the hot. He would be a hot version. It would be a hot version of Draymond, and it would change the entire layout of his life.
I literally can't make the back of my throat wispy enough. Hell no, hell no, hell no.
I think it would be very funny to make a biopic about Draymond Green and have him be just like a beautiful, beautiful man.
So Kanye West famously said like he wanted to do his life story, but he only wanted one guy to play him, and that was Danny McBride, who you might know as the lead actor from Righteous Gemstones. He plays Jesse Gemstone. He's also, you might know him from Eastbound and Down, where he plays Kenny Powers. And it's because only he can really, I guess, exude the amount of asshole that basically captures what Kanye West is like. I would say I'd make Danny McBride play Draymond Green as well.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I just think that typically in Hollywood, they always have people are played by people who are so much hotter than they actually are. So it actually completely changes the whole narrative, because you're like, if this person were that hot, this would not have gone the way that it did. And I would just love to see Draymond Green get that.
So you want to hear
the
the crazy thing?
What?
You ever seen Molly's Game? It's
no.
about like it's based on a true story. It's about this like underground poker game, and Jessica Chastain plays the titular character Molly, and she's the one organizing the games, and then she grows and ends up going to jail because it's this huge racketeering thing or whatever. Here's the crazy thing: the actual Molly is like 1,000,000 times hotter than Jessica Chastain. It blew my mind. I was like, if I was Molly, I'd be like, that's who you got to play me? Shit, man.
That never happens.
I don't know. I mean, Jessica Chastain did a great job. She did a great job, but hell, man, if I'm Molly, I'm like, man, I'm hotter than her. Come on now. Molly's
That's like
hot,
when someone
dude.
tells you
like,
you look
what?
like someone, and you're like,
Never would have guessed it.
wow.
You got a question for
All
me?
right. Explain how the Suns navigated around the new luxury tax rules.
They really didn't. They made a trade, boxed themselves in.
Wow, you stuck the landing.
Yeah, there's a comma after trade, comma, box themselves in. And here's the reality. The new luxury tax rules take away many of the things that you had available to you in the prior CBA, which was you could still send people out in a sign and trade. You could still have, acquire certain things. Now they're so far above that second apron that they can't do anything. All they can do is sign guys for the minimum. So they've got their big three, and they really don't have much else outside of that other than DeAndre Ayton, obviously.
I might never understand the second apron, and I'm okay with that. All right, hit me.
It's like an apron, and then you wear another one on top.
Oh.
The team, Charlotte, that will have the most drama in the locker room this season, and why?
Going Warriors heavy this segment, the Warriors.
Wow. Give me some exposition. I'm actually well, you don't need to. Yeah, you stuck the landing. Just give me a regular
Thank
answer.
you. Okay, because you've got God damn it, the Sixers.
It's blue for a reason. We color-coded the damn studio for you. Just so all you had to do was look behind me, see that color. Oh, the Warriors do wear blue too, though. We didn't think that one through. Warriors do wear blue too. I'll take the L for that one.
I'm mad at my.
No,
is
it's all right.
this over yet?
No,
is this segment done yet?
It's all right. It's all right. That was my fault. I called for blue, and I thought, but it didn't.
I just think, the Sixers drama is obvious. The Warriors drama is going to be a slow burn with Chris Paul and Draymond. And
is that a new podcast on Slate? Slow burn with Chris Paul and Draymond?
Oh,
that's a smart joke for the people in the booth. Oh, thumbs down. Never mind. You got a last question for me?
Yeah, sure. Why not? The most underrated coach in the game right now, and why?
Most underrated coach in the game. Oh, controversial answer from Amin coming here.
That never happens.
Ime Udoka, because everyone was caught up in the scandal. 10 words right there. Yes, thank you. Ime Udoka was an excellent coach in his one season in Boston. And I think you could see the drop-off between the Celtics in 2022 and the Celtics in 2023. And that's not a knock on Joe Mazzulla per se, right? It is merely just like an obvious statement that Ime Udoka came with a sort of, first of all, a level of experience that Mazzulla didn't have, having been an assistant coach for so long, including in San Antonio and in Brooklyn. For Ime Udoka as a former NBA journeyman, he played in the league for quite a while. I mean, he didn't have a cup of coffee. This guy was a rotation player in the NBA. And, you know, he had a command of the situation that I think people, when you combine that with his X's and O's knowledge and his relationship with the players, made him a really good coach. I mean, obviously, he had some other problems there, but I think that's not a name that jumps to people's heads very easily when we're thinking about coaches in the league. And he's going to a Houston team that kind of needs a steady hand like that, so we'll see how he goes. You like that one?
Yeah. Wow. That was a really great, thorough answer. I mean, thank you.
No problem. All right. Your last question. Okay. The NBA All-Star Weekend had a one-on-one tournament, Charlotte. What matchup would you like to see the most and why? NBA All-Star Weekend had a one-on-one tournament. What matchup would you like to see most and why?
Jason Tatum versus Kevin Durant.
Why?
Because Celtics swept Brooklyn. Try again. Oh my God, I hate this game so much. I want to see Tatum and Durant one-on-one because I think it would be very fun to watch, but also because when the Celtics swept Brooklyn and everyone was like, well, then Tatum just swept Durant, I would like to see what would happen one-on-one.
Charlotte, what color is this?
Purple?
No, try again.
Blue.
Okay.
Harden and Embiid? What's the answer? I mean, tell me the answer. Sorry.
Embiid and Jokic. And Jokic. It's the biggest, like, literal player talent rivalry we have in this league. Where people.
Do you want to do it again? Then I'll give that answer.
No, we're not doing it again. We're 4 minutes over, so we're done. We're done with this segment. No more counting. Oh, wait, there's another one? Oh, I'm sorry. One more. There's one more. You got to ask me one more question.
I'm sweating. This is a bad one for me. I don't like this at all.
No one can tell them.
Okay. You're ride or die, and you can only pick one. Goran or Grant.
Wait, where are we riding to?
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Jesus, that got dark.
Yeah, sorry. That's how I'm feeling about this entire segment.
My ride or die. So here, okay, so let me just talk this through without giving my answer, right? On the one hand, no, I have to give, okay.
You got to do it.
Well, I mean, can I not talk it through to figure out what my answer is going to be? And I got to do it within 10 words, talking it out? Okay, yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's the game, right?
No, but the answer is different. Like, I'm trying to, because on the one hand, like, obviously Grant Hill was my favorite player and all this stuff, and is a Hall of Famer and all this stuff. On the other hand, like, Goran Dragic is like the little seedling that I planted and watched blossom into a beautiful tree, right?
You're not going to pick one.
I can't choose. Wow, Hollywood, this is a Sophie's Choice. I wanted to go, this is a real Sophie's Choice, but couldn't do it. Sophie's Choice is a movie, kids. Look it up.
Thank God this is over.
Yeah. Charlotte, have you seen that movie? Sophie's Choice?
Nope.
No? All right. Bradley Cooper is playing Leonard Bernstein in a movie.
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
Yeah, and the filmmakers made the curious decision of saying, Bradley Cooper, you're playing this Jewish guy, but your nose, kid, it's not quite Jewish enough. Just isn't big enough. What's what we're gonna do? We're gonna get makeup. We're gonna have him slap this prosthetic on it. You're gonna look like Pinocchio right after he got caught whittling his twig and said, what are you doing? He said, oh, I just had an itch. And boom, bang, now you're gonna look like Leonard Bernstein. Capiche? I'm Italian. I don't know why.
I was gonna, yeah, good old Lenny. The family released a whole statement too, and they were like, "Stop trying to do a witch hunt. We approved this every step of the way." And I was like,
The family
What?
said, Bradley, your nose, not big enough. Oh, Grandpa Lenny, he had a schnoz that just wouldn't quit.